With these 12 signs, the universe wants to warn you about an evil person. Welcome to Spirita Vivo. From time to time, we meet people who are not good to us, but we don't realize that until later. In the beginning, we are often quick to trust them, only to find out later that they only used us to their advantage. Is the universe sending us clues that we are dealing with the wrong person? Are there any signs of this?
That's how you know a rotten apple. The universe never lets us down. We humans could be good or bad, believers, spiritually inclined, or the exact opposite of someone. The universe is always on our side and has our backs. But the universe does so much more for us, especially when it comes to interpersonal matters. It keeps its eyes open for us and is always ready to intervene with false friends, phonies, and toxic people. We want to discuss how you can recognize these interventions in today's podcast. Number 1. You constantly feel like you have to make a decision. Toxic people always have a plan. This plan is to realize their goals on our backs, or thanks to our abilities or relationships. For yourself, meeting them will seem like a silent invitation, and you will constantly feel you have to choose between them and the rest of the world. You also can't get rid of the suspicion of being under observation. Number 2. Your surroundings are skeptical of this acquaintance. With every new person who enters your life and claims a place in it, it is worth introducing them to your family and friends. The people closest to you know you and, in most cases, desperately want you to be well and happy. You should trust their judgment if they express concerns or have serious, growing reservations about this new person in your life circle. Number 3. Something is always coming up. Life is easy. According to our soul's plan, almost everything destined for us falls into our laps and hardly costs us any effort. Everything that should better not disturb our circles turns out to be complicated, challenging, and downright unruly. Malicious people attract misunderstandings and complications. If your relationship with someone, metaphorically speaking, is constantly bumpy, jerky, then you better keep your hands off that person. Number 4. This person drains you. Toxic people are not called that without reason. They are poison for our emotional world, nervous system, and energy reserves. Every meeting with them sucks the last bit of lifeblood out of our veins, leaving us exhausted and completely burnt out. So if a new acquaintance doesn't make you feel good, avoiding these people is better. Number 5. Nothing about your encounters fits. Date, place, time, and activity. If you arrange to meet with toxic people, you will quickly find that none will be easy. It's sheer maddening what can all go wrong and end up not fitting if you get involved with bad people. It seems as if all the powers are conspiring against you. But it's the other way around because the higher powers only mean well with you and want to show you in this way that you've backed the wrong horse this time. Number 6. Your dreams do not augur well. When we dream about specific people, it always has meaning. The good people make us feel good even while we sleep, while the bad ones give us downright nightmares that make us wake up in a cold sweat. Never underestimate the wisdom of your subconscious mind. It takes in much more than our conscious mind, and consciousness can process 24 hours a day. Number 7. Synchronicities warn you. A lot can happen on the way to or with a toxic person. You can hardly believe how often you slip into misfortune. You meet old acquaintances again, with whom you would like to talk longer, and how much delay bus and train can suddenly have. Flat tires, accidents, roadworks, or even a police operation. The universe is not stingy and shows you that you better stay away from that person. Number 8. You feel pressured and coerced. Toxic people are always manipulative. They have an agenda, a plan that they pursue, and for the most part, follow through with. To do this, they need to maneuver their cheap victims, which is us, in the right direction. We feel this pressure every time we meet with them. They dictate everything and seem to have us dancing on invisible strings. Number 9. This person brings out the bad in you. From the universe's point of view, a rotten character is transferable. So it happens that you are not necessarily the best version of yourself in the presence of toxic contemporaries. You more quickly get used to things that were mainly foreign to you before. Their disdain, critical remarks, and arrogant view of people and things. Your closest environment will soon notice these changes in you and sound the alarm. Number 10. You sense that this contact will not last. Thank God, toxicity with fellow humans never stays long in our lives. Their dwelling time is limited to their mission. Once they have completed this mission and achieved their selfish goals, they move on to the next person they can instrumentalize and exploit. Interestingly, it is clear from the beginning that this acquaintance will not be forever. Number 11. Since you know this person, unpleasant things happen. Just as people can attract good fortune, the same naturally works with the wrong end. You don't have to be spiritual to recognize the law of attraction. Bad people bring bad luck into our lives and start an avalanche of bad events. Number 12. Your gut is sounding the alarm. When getting to know someone for the first time, we should listen less to what this person tells us and more to what our gut feeling wants to say to us in his presence. Here our deep intuition speaks out of us, and it knows the human shallows much better than we do. In split seconds, it lets us know if someone is trustworthy. Our conclusion today: the universe has your back. Don't worry, we all make bad decisions once in a while. You are in the best hands if you listen to yourself, trust your inner voice, and have faith in the good powers. In life, you will always meet people who do not have your best interests in mind, but only their own. In the future, pay attention to these 12 friendly hints from the very top. They tell you to stop and mean it precisely the same. If today's podcast inspired you, feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss a new episode. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and see you soon on our channel.